Hey everyone, Hefe here. Today we're going to talk about a weird beer made with glitter. This beer's for you. I think it's high time that we talked about something going on in the beer industry. Glitter beer! Now I know what you're thinking. Glitter beer? Look, it can't be that weird to think that edible glitter ended up in beer. Think about everything else that we've always put in beer. Think about things that we never should have put into beer. Think about it for a second. Edible glitter is used in baking all the time. Baking goods and pastry beers have been around forever, and those are some of the most approachable stouts out there. The glitter they use in the beer itself is actually an FDA-approved edible glitter known as luster dust. And this stuff is added to the keg after it's brewed, but it doesn't enter the beer until it's being packaged into whatever container it's being sold in. They do this for a few reasons. First off, the glitter is a sugar. What do we know about yeast? It eats sugar. Putting it in the very last process before it goes out to the public gives it a closer guarantee that the yeast won't eat it, especially if it's being conditioned properly where it should be chilled the whole time. Yeast does not like to work under cold conditions, so the fresher the better. Glitter had probably dabbled into the homebrew community for quite some time before its first official record coming to the 2016 Great American Beer Festival. This first glitter beer came out of Seabright Brewery. The beer was called Mermaid Tail Ale, and it was a golden ale made with beets, lemon drop hops, and blood orange. The brewer had said that she had met a friend at a convention who had given her some of her homebrew. She noticed it in the beer and said, I wanna. So when asked why she added glitter to this beer, her answer was, just because I can. Isn't that what beer making is really all about? Because I can. Now, as crazy of a style as a glitter beer sounded at the time, it didn't really hit social media until 2018. And when it finally did, it exploded with questions all across the internet.
What does it taste like? Does it change in texture?
No. Does it come out looking the way it came in?
No.
It is literally there for visual aesthetic. Just think about the excitement that you get when you see a beer and it just looks so tasty or so interesting or it sounds so good. But when you see a beer, that's when it becomes real. That's when it becomes achievable. The response was overwhelming on the internet. You either love it, you hate it, or you love to hate on it. A lot of the hate came from the idea that it was just gimmicky. A gimmicky quality in a beer could be anything from a popular flavor or something pop culture related. Let me just say, to all those haters out there saying that glitter in beer is gimmicky, you hazy IPA loving, milkshake slushy slurping, juice bomb lovers out there, no. There's no way that what you like is gimmicky, but that's none of my business. Now, why aren't there a million glitter beers out there? I'm sure more people would make them if there weren't three major problems with glitter in beer. First off, this edible glitter, or luster dust, is expensive. Think about adding about $500 or $600 per 10 barrels of beer just to have glitter in it. That makes the price per ounce go up pretty high, especially when you need to make sure that you use enough of this luster dust to make sure that it can be seen in the beer. How hazy is your beer? What color is your beer? Second of all, it is pretty messy. If it doesn't make it all inside of the keg or inside of the cans as they're packaging the beer and it ends up outside of it, it can be a big pain to clean up. And lastly, keeping the glitter in the beer. After the glitter's put into the beer, all of that dust wants to settle at the bottom of the keg. A lot of the kegs that get distributed are recommended to be stored upside down until ready for use, but from my personal experience, even after it's been on for a day or two, you still need to go in there and kind of rock the keg a little bit. I don't do a full flip. That's why you just gotta keep her moving. And no, the glitter does not stick to anything inside of your lines. It moves along with the beer and it stays with the beer. You don't even see glitter on the lacing in the glass. It doesn't taste like anything. It doesn't change the texture. It's just something creative that brewers have put into beer to make it a little more exciting for some people. When these beers started coming out, a majority of the positive feedback that these were getting were coming from women, which also seems fitting because most of the people that were brewing these glitter beers were also women. A few really great places that you can find some glitter beers would be Sasquatch Brewing, Bold Missy Brewery, Oddside Fruitsicles, and of course, Dewclaw, Sour Me Unicorn Farts. Just keep in mind the next time that you're out and you see a weird beer, it may be weird, but it keeps beer creative. I hope you enjoyed everything that we talked about today, and if you did, like and subscribe and share these videos with your friends. Now get out there and find yourself some glitter beer. Until next time, this beer's for me.